A young man once roamed alone through a distant kingdom. His reputation preceded him. He had become a master thief, cunning and swift, leaving no trace and eluding every chase. Yet inside his heart, something gnawed at him, an emptiness, a restless whisper that questioned the purpose of a life built on stolen treasures. One day, lost in thought on a forest path, he encountered a monk. This man wore compassion like a cloak, and when the thief poured out his story, the loneliness, the craving for meaning, the monk listened without judgment. He spoke gently, urging the young man to abandon his life of crime. The thief hesitated, admitting he saw no way out. So the monk offered something unexpected. "If you can't give up stealing, then promise me this: treat every woman you meet with the utmost respect. See them as sisters, as mothers, as family." The thief paused. It seemed simple, something he believed he could hold on to, and so he agreed, feeling that it was the least he could do as he continued his old life. In that kingdom, the king and queen had long been estranged. The queen, childless and shunned, had been moved to a secluded palace near the forest. Soldiers guarded her daily, and the king himself visited rarely. His heart hardened by disappointment and distance. On a clear night, the thief spotted the palace's shadowed walls and thought of riches. Quiet as a breeze, he slipped inside, unaware it was the queen's abode. Inside, he moved swiftly, searching for anything of value. Guards noticed a stir. The king, intrigued and suspicious, crept to the scene, slipping behind bushes until he could peer in a window. At that moment, the queen was awakened by a faint sound. Rising from her chamber, she confronted the intruder. He froze, but her voice, calm and regal, filled the room. "I am the queen. You have come to steal, haven't you?" she asked. Fear made the thief falter. "Please," he pleaded, "don't summon the guards. Don't tell the king." The queen studied him. Then she surprised him by offering a bargain. She could spare him, or rather, she could reward him. "Name your price, wealth beyond your dreams. All I ask in return is one thing. Tonight, be with me." Time ground to a halt in his mind. The queen's words echoed the monk's guidance. He remembered his vow, to see every woman with the reverence of a mother or sister. He lifted his head, heart pounding, and spoke with solemn humility. "You are like a mother to me. I promised I would honor every woman as I would my own mother. Ask only that which a son could give to his mother." Her composure cracked, tears gathered in her eyes. No one had ever spoken to her with such admiration and purity. Outside, the king watched it all, disbelief twisting his chest. He rushed in, ordering guards to seize the thief, but no anger came from him. Instead, he stood silent, moved. The thief, shackled and ashamed, bowed his head. The king approached, studied him, and then turned to his queen. "This man, his integrity is remarkable. He honored you in ways I never did. I see now how I failed." He then addressed the thief. "You have amazed me. Ask what you will." The thief looked from the king to the queen, then swallowed. "Please restore the queen to her place with dignity, respect, honor. Let her live not in isolation, but among her people." Silence fell. The king's pride wrestled with his heart. He saw the truth in the thief's plea, the truth he had denied for years. Turning at the queen, he offered his hand. She accepted. They returned to the palace together, the king inwardly acknowledging his error, the queen forgiving from her soul. Later, she did not take the king's hand lightly. She placed it over hers and spoke softly. "Your Majesty, I have a wish." The court held its breath. "This man, our son by promise and principle, has treated me as family. I ask that he be ours, formally. Let him be adopted, a son to both of us." The king gazed past the courtiers and guards, straight into the thief's eyes. He saw strength, moral fiber, purpose, and he nodded, voice steady. "So shall it be." With that, the young man, once thief, drifter, shadow, became crown prince. There, beneath the palace's ornate ceilings and warm candlelight, a man who had stolen all his life found meaning not in what he took, but in what he chose to give. Dignity, respect, something pure. The crown found its way to his head, not by blood, but by the proof of character. Out of that twisted life of stealth emerged a purpose. A single principle, one vow to treat women as if they were ones he loved, opened a path that led from darkness to palace, from emptiness to belonging. Think about life's deeper turning points. We all walk blind until we grasp a principle that guides our steps. Without it, we wander in circles, chasing illusions of progress while our hearts remain rooted in place. But commit to just one guiding value: honesty, compassion, respect, and sprinkle it into each choice, each day. Over time, that seed grows into roots and branches that hold you firm in storm and sunshine. The thief might have stolen countless treasures and been lauded among rogues, but no fortune earned for himself could compare to the treasure he gained through one simple promise. And that promise carried him into light, into acceptance, even into royalty. In your own story, whether you're a student bent over late-night books, a worker chasing targets, a dreamer chasing distant visions, choose one principle, let it become your North Star. Keep faith with it, even when no one's watching. Over time, it will guide you to moments you never imagined. Moments that shape destiny, not by chance, but by the steadfast strength of your values. There is no magic. There is only intent, integrity, and the simple courage to stand by what you believe. And when you do, life's greatest transformations follow. Not because fate nodded, but because you laid the groundwork for your own becoming. There is a kind of power that doesn't shout, doesn't shine with jewels or titles. It's quiet. It's the power of choosing to do the right thing, even when no one is looking, even when every excuse whispers that no one would ever know. That's what changed the course of a man who had once only known the night. And it wasn't the monk who changed him. It wasn't the king, or even the queen. It was a promise, a small, personal promise held in the silence of his own heart. That's where real transformation starts, not in palaces or under spotlights, but in those small, private decisions. One choice, one step in the right direction. That's all it took for a man with nothing to rise, not just in rank, but in spirit. So when you think your story is stuck, when life seems to loop and loop with no way out, remember, maybe it isn't more that you need. Maybe it's less. Just one value, one promise you won't break, no matter what. And from that promise, you build. Because it's not the size of the change that matters, it's the consistency, the commitment. Over time, even the smallest principle becomes a force stronger than fate. And one day, like that young man, you'll look back, not at what you left behind, but at what you built within yourself. And you'll know that was the moment your true story began.